can access the time clock feature by simply clicking on time clock, and here you need to enter the employee number in order to punch in or punch out. Now the employee number can be entered by simply typing it in with the keyboard, or if you have cards made out for your employees, like swiping cards, they can just swipe and their number will be entered in here, or maybe some kind of cards with a barcode on them that represents the employee number, so they can just scan it real fast and their employee number will be entered. Let's say for this example we'll use the employee number 008. That's one of the employee records entries we made in previous videos when we're creating employees. Now past this, once you enter the employee number, all you gotta do is punch in and punch out. For fast operation, just push this button, don't worry about the rest of the fields, they'll be automatically filled in, and the time clock will punch you in or out depending on previous activity in the day. It will know if you need to be punched in or out. Like in this case, we have nothing for the day for this employee, and it will just punch him in. And of course the first and last name will be filled in. Now if let's say later on this employee comes back and wants to punch out, this is how that will look like. Pretty much the same process, entering the employee number or swiping the employee card or whatever to enter the number, and then clicking punch in or punch out, and it will punch them out. We have multiple ins and outs in here for punch in times, because let's say your employees want to go on a break and you want them to punch out during the break. If you don't pay them for it, they can punch out, and when they come back from break they can punch in. And if they have a couple of breaks during the day, that is possible in here. So that way if you don't pay them for the breaks or whatever, or when they exit the premises you want them to punch out, that's possible. They can group it out in couple of clusters in here, and the time clock will calculate everything properly, their working hours. Now if you have some kind of a error in the punch in times, if the employee missed to punch in or punch out, so something has to be manually fixed or changed, you would go to managers menu and time clock table. Time clock table is a grid that contains data on the time clock punch-ins and punch-outs. It has different employee numbers and dates and all of their punch-in and punch-out times. Let's say this is the entry we made, employee number 008 and today's date, and these are the two times, the punch-in and punch-out. Let's say we wanted the punch-out to be I don't know, 11 instead of 10 o'clock. All you gotta do is take notice of the record that you're interested in changing, like what's the employee number and what's the date, to pinpoint it, and you just click edit in here. Employee number was 008, and let's say this date in here is fine, and we're gonna go ahead and click edit. It gives us the times. We can edit them right in here, just write the desired time, or if we had some missed punch-ins or punch-outs, we can fill them out in here and then hit update, and that will update the record. Let's just double check. There it is, 11 o'clock.